Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with some movie reviews, everybody, and I'm starting off my Jaws movie franchise reviews, everybody, and like usual, I will do a ranking afterwards. This was the newest winner on my Instagram, I guess movie face-off, you want to call it, whatever, because that's what I do, is I post 2 franchises, and I have people vote on them. This one beat out the Jurassic Park movies. That's the 3rd time I've tried to get those Jurassic Park movies up on the channel, but people don't people don't want me to review them. I guess. All right. So we're talking about Jaws, everybody. 1975. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but usually you would think Star Wars in 1977 was the first big blockbuster movie, you know, where people were lining up outside of movie theaters waiting for hours to go see a movie on premiere night. Actually, if you look it up, this first Jaws movie was the first actual big blockbuster-ish type movie where people were lining up outside of a movie theater in anticipation to go watch the new movie of the summer, everybody. So I thought that was a fun little fact. So this movie was directed by Steven Spielberg himself, a very, very, very early directorial movie for him, and it was a big one for him. I think this kind of got his career really rolling, because this is one of the greatest thriller movies of all time still today. And this movie is amazing. It holds up very, very, very well, everybody. So the cast is one of the big reasons why this movie is amazing. We have Roy Scheider. He plays Brody, the Sheriff Brody. He's our main character in the movie, everybody. Richard Dreyfuss plays Hooper. Come on, Hooper. I love his character, Hooper. And then we have Robert Shaw playing Quint, everybody. And these 3, their on-screen chemistry is amazing. Makes the second half of this movie awesome. Like, these 3 together alone make this movie amazing. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when it's at nighttime, when they're down in his ship, and in Quint's ship, and they are drinking, and like him and Hooper are telling stories of like shark bites and injuries and scars, and they're just drinking, having fun, telling jokes, singing songs. Awesome shit. And Brody's over there being nervous and shit, just walking around because he hates being on the water. And that's the thing, like, Brody hates being out on the water and out on the ocean, and there's this shark out there that they're hunting, and he's like freaking out. He's not comfortable. And then you got Hooper and Quint, who are used to being out on the ocean. One of them's an old crazy kook that kills sharks for a living, and he's nuts. And the other one's a marine biologist, scientist person. So it's just the mixture of the 3 of them is awesome, and their on-screen chemistry is just, it's great. It's what makes half of the movie, I would say. And then you got Spielberg, who meticulously directed every scene in this movie, because there are a lot of scenes in this movie with Brody where he's not saying anything, but you can tell what Brody is thinking because of the way that Spielberg shot, like how he shot the scenes and the little details with like Brody just doing little movements and things with his face. Like, because of the way Spielberg shot and filmed those scenes, you can tell what Brody and some of the other characters in this movie are thinking because of the way that Spielberg meticulously directed this freaking movie, people. Like, just phenomenal. And then you got to talk about the effects, because this was made back when special effects were not around. They had to use practical effects. And there are a lot of scenes in this movie where Jaws is a huge mechanical shark, and it looks amazing. Still today looks amazing. I would say that a lot of the scenes in this movie with the mechanical shark look way better than any CGI shark I have seen in a movie today still. because when practical effects are done properly, and back when they had to use practical effects and they actually spent the money and the time and the effort to make them look great, they look better than CGI. They do. They look better than CGI. I don't care what anybody says. CGI is good. Trust me, it's awesome. We wouldn't have the movies today that we do if we didn't have CGI. But the mechanical shark they used in this freaking movie, amazing. Like, the people that worked on that thing, if they deserve all sorts of praise, awards, everything. Like, because the shark looked great. He was huge. He was menacing. All sorts of shit. So, and then you got to talk about the score from Mr. John Williams himself, everybody. God, the dude is so iconic. He has so many iconic scores in movies, whether you're talking about this, Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Superman, Harry Potter. God, the dude has done it all, man. Done it all. And they use his score in this movie so perfectly. And they build the tenseness of the scenes and shit. Because one thing I love about this movie is like they build up to Jaws. Like, they show him attacking and killing with that doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Like, and they don't show him for quite a bit of the movie, and it's that monster buildup where they tease you and they show you this monster that's killing things. And in this movie, it's a big-ass great white shark. And then when you finally get the big reveal of him in the middle of the movie, it just has so much of, like, it impacts you as the audience. Whereas, like, if you just saw him right off the bat coming out of the water, biting somebody, it wouldn't have as much of an impact and shock and awe when they finally show the thing that has been creeping around in the water, snagging people and eating them and killing them. So, great freaking movie, people. This movie still today, after all these freaking years, is still one of the best movies that has ever been made, people. So, Jaws is getting a 10 out of 10. That is right. It is still a perfect ass movie, everybody. So 10 out of 10 for Jaws, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching, and be catching you on the tube laters, because I have spoken.